In 1916, Lauren Thurston, a publisher, and Dr. Thomas Jagger, a scientist at the Hawaii Volcano National Observatory, supported the establishment of Haleakala as part of Hawaii National Park. Prince Jonah Kuhio Kalanianaole introduced the bill, and President Wilson signed the bill into law. Everybody thinks it's funny. Say we're the laugh of the town. Well, keep on laughing. Yes, keep on laughing. You're going to take us all down. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great big fall. In an article on September 10, 1945, Time magazine was claiming that the National Park Service had delayed the installation of important radar devices at Haleakala, thereby aiding the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. Well, all the soldiers on the land, and all the sailors at the seashore, and all the fighters in the sky, tell me, is there going to be war? Is there going to be war? Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great big fall. The army said they needed both Haleakala and Mauna Loa for defense purposes. In November of 1940, the Mauna Loa site was approved by the National Park Service for Army use. No work was ever done. Kaho'olawe, Pohakuloa, Kaneohe, and Ni'ihau, Pearl Harbor, Diamond Head, Bellows Field, and Kahuku, Schofield Barracks, Moanalua, Barbers Point, and Makua, Wheeler Field, Fort Shafter, Punchbowl, and Hiccup, Mokuleia, Haleakala, House of the Sun, or the House of Star Wars. Do you want any more? We cannot give you any more. Is there going to be war? The army still wanted Haleakala. On April 29, 1941, the War and Interior Departments signed a special use permit covering a 6-acre installation site at Red Hill. The installation was not in operation on December 7, 1941, 7 months after approval was granted by the National Park Service. Army engineers finally completed the installation of all Army equipment at Red Hill on May of 1942. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great big fall. Well, it's time for action to stop the faction, the desecration of our land. We're just like magnets in the ocean, attracting missiles from all foreign lands. In the middle of the deep blue sea, just set your sights on me. Do you want any more? We cannot give you any more. Is there going to be war? Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great big fall. Well, everybody, still think it's funny? Hawaiians only want to be free. Get back the land. Do what you can. It's time to help yourself be free. It's time for sovereignty. It's time for sovereignty. Crying out loud. The aircraft warning service system was operated intermittently until March 1943 when the facility was abandoned. It was abandoned because it didn't work.
Howard, officials tell me we will probably have less than 15 minutes to find shelters once we know that a missile has been launched our way, so the best place to go is the nearest building. The executive director of the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency tells me that time from launch to impact would be about 20 minutes, and it would take about 5 minutes to determine if Hawaii is at risk.
What's going to happen is you're going to hear the sirens, you're going to hear what goes off on the radio and on your smartphone, and you've got just a few minutes to protect yourself. There's no time to be looking at a map or even driving a block down the street. You need to take shelter like right now.
Well, everybody, still think it's funny? For crying out loud.